The topic that I'd like to address today is secrets and lies. Most people, definitely in our country, base most of their decisions on secrets and lies. There's not very many of us who are actually kept in the loop on anything. This is something that's been going on for ages, and we're bred to be like this with each other by these people. The people that govern us are rulers, those in the position of power, those above us. I've said before that we won't ever see change until we change. We have to educate each other, and we have to stop educating the next generation in crap. And we have to learn the benefits of being good as opposed to being bad. Obviously, we had the expenses scandal. Proved that the people who govern us, are rulers, are not squeaky clean. And even when most of them were had up, they were like, oh, but I've got this reason and there's this, that and the other, you know, just bullshitting, excuses. You know, when you hear everybody say the same words as everybody else, you realise, hold on a minute, nobody's coming back at you with free speech, free thought. It's just literally what we're programmed to do in any given circumstance. That's how we behave. Say what I'm telling you now was complete and utter lies, but you believed it. You would then go on from that, basing your decisions about me and about what I've said on something that isn't even fact. If you don't tell somebody the truth of a situation, they can't base their decisions on anything factual. And this is kind of how we behave with each other, and it's definitely how our governors behave with us. If they keep us out of the loop, if they don't tell us things, or if they actually misinform us on purpose, they get away with stuff. And we, basically, everything we do is based on a lie. So we'll take the information that we've been given that was false, and we'll pass it on to somebody else with conviction, because we heard it from somebody, we believe it's the truth, and we pass that on. I did used to be an awful liar. I have done most of the things that I speak about. I have been a bad girl in my time. It eats you away inside to do that, to keep secrets, to tell lies. If you tell somebody the truth, that's it, gone. You don't have to deal with it anymore. But if you tell somebody a lie, or you practice to keep something from somebody, you've always got to be on your guard. Oh, have I let it slip? Have I, you know, buggered myself up here? And it messes with your spirit, you know, with your soul. And if you laugh at that, then they've taught you well. But this decision is in here and in here. There's only you that you have to wrestle with. You don't have to argue with everybody else. You have to argue with yourself. You have to make yourself right. Nobody can do it for you, and you can't change anybody for them. All you can do is work on yourself. The truth is in you. For every single one of us, the world will change when we stop blaming each other and start analysing ourselves. Because we are bred to find somebody to attack. That's how they need us to behave. Look at the riots, look at the war. This isn't how we would behave if we weren't governed by these particular people. It happens because they are greedy. They need to amass as much personal wealth as possible. And to do that, they have to shaft everybody else. And they don't care, despite what they teach us from the age of 4, that they're the very, very best people in the world that could ever help us to be human. They have stopped us from being human. They have bred us to behave completely the wrong way. And the world will change when we wake up, realise that that has happened to us. Down tools for a day, get together, have a few beers and just, right, where do we go from here? And we've not got to discount anybody from the equation. Even the bad guys get their share. It's just that at the minute they want everybody's share, and because they're so greedy and because they have hidden agendas. I'm called a raging conspiracy theorist because I point out that these people are bad. Now that is bred into us from the age of 4 to do to each other, to bring each other down. If anybody pops their head over the surface, you have to make sure that they get back in line with you, because we're identical, just as we've been bred to believe from the age of 4. Now they've done this so that we don't evolve. There are many people now that are evolving despite that, which is why now the measures that they take to keep us down are getting ridiculous. But because they get more ridiculous, there are more people every day who go, whoa, hold on a minute, there must be a better way than this. And you know what? There is a way better way than this. And it is so easy. It's just rewiring in there, looking inside, analysing how you behave, thinking, right, okay, am I doing this for my benefit or for your benefit? If you're doing it for your own benefit, think again. Sit there, think, put yourself in other people's heads. I do over-explain things because I like people to have a full knowledge of what it is inside my head, because you can only do that by telling somebody. Nobody can plant themselves in your head and have a little walk around and, oh, that's what you're thinking, is it? If we don't share with each other, if we don't talk, tell the truth. My watchwords, honesty and communication, tell me the truth and lots of it. If we don't do that, if we don't rectify that in ourselves, then, well, we're just the past. We're just archaic creatures that will not learn. We've got to start learning and stop thinking about earning. We've got to be taught instead of getting bought. We literally have been doing it the wrong way. We've been doing it for money, not for love. And it don't have to be all hippified. You see people like New Age spiritualist type people portrayed on the TV as utter nut jobs who go round bloody shaking sticks and going, oh. It's like, that's not what it's like. Even though we're all highly individual, we're all part of exactly the same energy. And they've lied to us about it so that we don't communicate with each other. And they teach us how to be arrogant, how to be evil, cruel, greedy, selfish people that just go for what we can get while we're here until the day we die. And the purpose of us being here is to live. One generation, one day, will get that. And if we stop educating every generation to be identical, it'll happen sooner rather than later. But it is going to happen because it is the truth. We have beautiful days ahead of us just as soon as we get our heads out of the sand and our fingers out of our asses and just learn the truth and share the truth. Not, oh, give me some money and I'll tell you the truth or anything like that. Because if everybody is in the loop, everybody benefits. And if you don't believe me just now, that is fine. If you think I'm a nut job, that is perfectly fine. I am. I'm sticking my head above the parapet and I fully expect the shots that get taken. But it doesn't mean that I'm not right. And it doesn't mean that I'm not doing it because I love you and I want the best for you.